Hello, hello. Welcome back. My name is Julie. I am a thrifter, a picker, a reseller, and I sell on eBay in my eBay store, ATTIC TREASURES FLEA MARKET. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning to my channel, welcome. I have this is I guess you could say a second episode, the second time that I'm in this garage. If you hadn't seen my first episode in this garage last Tuesday, I encourage you to do so. Go ahead and watch it. You'll get some information there, but I'll kind of give you a quick catch up. Over the next 8 months, I am trying to whittle down from having 2 storage garages to 1. Now, if you've taken a look at my roundabout videos, you'll see that I have a lot of stuff. I have 2 storage garages here in Maine that are super full. So realistically, probably not going to get it done in 8 months. But that is, I'm putting it all in to try to get as much stuff decluttered, purged, whatever you want to call it, and put into my eBay store. So what we're doing is once a week on Tuesdays, I'm in this garage. This is garage number 2. And on Fridays, I'm in garage number 1. So I have put numbers on these old business cards of mine, 10 through 40, so 30 days worth of cards, and I go ahead and pick a number, and that is the number of items that I plan to pick from this garage, show you, tell you a little about them, and then they get put in my car, taken home, and put up into my eBay store. So without further talking, because I will ramble, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a number. And what is our number? I'm gonna put this down. Number of the day is 18. All right, so you hold me to it. Start counting. I'm gonna show you 18 items today. Just a quick update. The sun was out earlier this morning. I don't know where it went to. The clouds came, the sprinkles came, and I saw some of those sprinkles turn into hail. So I don't need a jacket. I'm all dressed up warm enough, but I do have my cup of coffee. Hot coffee. So I encourage you to join me with your coffee or tea. And I'll be good. My hands might get cold, but I think I work better in the chilliness anyway. All right, let's get started. What am I going to start with? First of all, I had somebody give me, a few people actually give me some questions in my last video here. And so I'm going to try to answer them. Or there were a couple of things that were pointed out that they might want to see. So hopefully I chose the ones that you were looking for. And by the way, thank you. Thank you for leaving your comments. And really what I'd like to do is do these picks with you, with your help. And that means if you watch my video and the 360 turnabout part, if you I spy something that you like, or that maybe you might be interested in, or maybe just want to see, let me know in the comments. All right, before I get rambling even more, I'm going to start off with a few lamps. Now, you'll find out real quickly that I have lots of lamps. So in this garage, you're always going to see a few lamps showing up here. This one's beautiful. I also have been purging a lot of my white milk glass. So in keeping with the white milk glass / spring theme, I'm showing you this one. This is a wall lamp. It's hand painted milk glass, and it's a sconce that's meant to go on a wall. And you know, it's got the old cord. I'm going to show you that. It's not direct wire, but it's in perfect condition. I'm going to take the shade off. It's one of those clip shades, and show you the hand painted part. If I can balance the shade somewhere so I don't lose it. And there you go. And that is just, I love these kind of lamps. I left the bulb on it. I don't usually, when I send my lamps, if you purchase a lamp for me, I don't usually include the bulb because, you know, you may want to put your own bulb on there. But for the purpose of showing you how this hangs on the wall and how it would look, I have that there for you. So that is how you would see it on the wall. Not certain there if I made it crooked or straight for you. Beautiful, beautiful lamp. And then, oops, yep, I knew that would happen. I have a few things pre-stacked in front of me, not knowing what number I'm going to pick, but certainly some things that I do want to pick out and show you. There was somebody that was interested in a pink lamp, and I don't know if this is the one that you were looking at, but this is a pink lamp. You know, I'm not certain. It's ceramic. It's not wood. It kind of looks like wood. I'm gonna have to move this over because I'm gonna keep on walking into it. But it's got a really nice body. It's got the old socket. I don't have the harp for this. I may try to find a harp to go with it, but for right now, I don't have a harp. It looks like the bottom was probably replaced. That looks like craft paper. But it is all secure. Again, another older style cord. Pink ceramic lamp. Nice. And then, staying along with pink and spring, this is probably an oil lamp that was converted to electric. Keep in mind that we are in my storage garage, so some things still have a little dust or, you know, fur balls, I don't know, but they get all cleaned up before they get put into my eBay. But this is a beautiful, whoops, electric lamp. Has one of the, somewhat older cord, but not too old. Bottom has, what does that sticker say? UL, listed electrical parts. Green felt bottom. Anyway, beautiful. Looks like roses, pink and yellow roses. Great condition. Now, right now, I don't have the hurricane shade, the chimney that goes on top of it. I might have some extra chimneys, and I might stick a chimney on there. Not certain how I'm going to sell that yet, but at a minimum, the lamp. Next one is a heart. I guess there's hearts and flowers. It's got what I call the wood temple base. Hopefully I'm showing that to you well. There is a number marked on the bottom of this. And I don't think you're going to necessarily be able to see that. I don't see a maker's mark. But the base is wood. The body is ceramic. And the design is a pink and a blue floral design with a heart right in the middle. Not an old lamp, just a pretty one. Okay. All right. I guess that's good enough for lamps. How about, since this kept on getting in my way, and it's got hearts on it, why don't I show you this? This is a wall shelf. And I'm going to take the sticker off the back of it. I did have this at last summer I was having garage sales. I had a third storage space, which I no longer have, where I was actually curating it and having twice a week garage sales. And I was successful enough to be able to whittle down and get rid of that garage by the end of the summer. All right, so this is that appears to be 3 pegs wall shelf. It's got I'm gonna try to hold it up here with one hand. It's got the little doors on it that have wire mesh and a heart design. And then you've got the hearts on top. So you've got, and there's a little shelf, skinny shelf at the bottom. At the top. So it's a multi-purpose. You gotta love, because it's got hearts, wall shelf unit. Needs a little clean, a little wood conditioner probably, but if you like that, that'll be in my eBay store soon. Okay, a few other things I'll get out of my way that are right in front here. Wall art. I do have wall art in this garage, and this is a print from A. Churchill, still life floral in fruit art print. Yep, that's a glass. And I'm going to try to put that up nice and close for you. And I just want to make sure you're not really getting a lot of refraction, the back does have a couple of tears. And I may leave it that way, or I may even put a new backing on it before I really get this listed. In all fairness, it's nice to get something that looks really nice and presentable, even though you're not looking at the back. It's nice to have that. It's got a hanger wire. And so, again, A. Churchill, still life floral print. Let's go back to lamps. I'm not going to show you any more lamps, but lamp accessories. Milk glass. I have a lot of milk glass in my eBay store these days. And so I'm going to add to it. I have 2 lampshades. These are both the same. I'll be selling them as each. It's got the insert side and the open end. These are in great condition. I want to keep them that way, in great condition. And again, you can see the pattern. Looks like a checkerboard. Well, It has diagonal and horizontal lines crisscrossed. These are nice. I'm going to put these back over here where they're safe. And then another set that are similar but different. Design is just a little bit different. If you see me pulling tags, it's because at one time these were probably in my booth that I had at an antique mall, which I'm no longer there. And I'm loving doing my own thing here in my garages and on eBay. This is a little different. Both of them are the same, similar crisscross pattern, but well, let me check. Well, I guess this is the different one. This is the different one. It's got bands, just smooth bands intermixed with that checkered pattern. And the other three are just a checkered pattern. What I do notice is two of these look really identical. And this looks very similar to this, but if you take a look at the border edge, there is a difference. So if you are trying to match your shade, your milk glass shade, on lamps that you already have, you want to really look for the details as far as the pattern and the size, things like that. So that'll be those. I will be selling them by the each, and the two that are identical I'll probably lump together, but you can still just buy one if you just want to buy one. Okay, baskets. I'm gonna reach up because you know I think I've hit my head on these once or twice, so we'll get these out of here. Spring. It's a white wicker basket that has a little teal colored ribbon, a nice handle, and a little dusty in there, but that's a nice gingham green teal fabric liner. That's one. This one is got a little trellis for a handle. If you can see that. And there's still some residue in there from, I guess that's glue. I tried to get that out, but it's kind of stuck in there. You can only try so hard. Again, it's just a nice wicker basket, white wicker, with a very unique handle. And then the other basket looks like somebody painted or stamped some spring flowers on it. If you can take a look at those. Now you can see that that one corner does have a bit of a, not a split, but you can see where it chipped. And there appears to be a little boo-boo there, but, well, let's see. This side looks perfect. And the bottom. Again, it's a really nice spring floral print. So those three baskets will go into my eBay store. And if you hear some pitter-patter in the background, it's because, yeah, it's raining. At least it's not hail, but it is raining, so it's making it feel a little damp in here. But that's okay, we're still thinking spring. I'm optimistic. We're still thinking spring. A floral. This is a canvas art. Just a 20-inch square floral canvas art. A big white floral flower on a blue background. Great condition, no rips, no tears, no stains. If you see dust on it, don't worry. I will make sure that's cleaned up. But that is nice and bright for your walls. Blue. I sometimes go picking, and it's these abandoned homes or homes that are going to be leveled or burned down. So the local fire departments here sometimes do their practice on these homes, and there's a couple of people that I know that can, give me a heads up, because I go and take a look at these homes for, parts, whether it's doorknobs or hinges or doors or screens. And this, I have 2 of these. This was, I believe this came from a camp. I think it was Sullivan or Hancock, Maine. And it's got the old real metal, not that other stuff, mesh screen, very fine. And then, because it went to a camp, it's got, do you see the little hinges? All 4 corners have those hinges. Looks like it was probably painted a few times, but the paint on the outside right now is blue. And not only do I have 1, I have 2. Again, these are old wood framed, blue painted. It's got its distressing camp window screens. I don't have the measurements on them, but those would be going into my eBay store. And I know I've had people buy windows and screens for me, not to put them in their home or their camp, but for decor. Or I sell many of some items like burlap sacks and things like that to craftsmen or artists that are looking for different mediums. And those screens, you could be creative. And I'm creative, but not as creative as they are. My last video, I showed you a book rack, and I came across this one. The other one that I showed was not adjustable, but this one is adjustable. It's got, you can put it all the way to one end. And there's the side. That appears to be oak. What do you think? I think that's oak. So I'll clean that up. And again, this is, remember now it's damp in here, so things are kind of sticking. But you've got the adjustment. So, you can put all your cookbooks in there or your how-to books. All right, let's see, warm up my hands. What else? I need to grab a quick sip. Oh, lampshades. I have lots and lots of lampshades. So kind of sort of just like the lamps, whenever I come into this garage with you, you're going to see a few lamps and you're going to see a few lampshades for sale. I do love these unique ones. The hard to find, and this kind of fits that category. This is definitely a rectangular. I don't have the dimensions. It's got the fitter on the top, and it's textured. It's kind of a beige, gray, trimmed look all around, white inside. But this is definitely a unique lampshade. Nowadays, you know, lampshades are pretty expensive. Even if you go into Walmart, a simple white lampshade is pricey. I try, when I go picking for lampshades, to find ones that are unique. And even with the cost of the lampshade plus the shipping cost, my lampshades fall within a very reasonable category. And I've done real well with selling lampshades on eBay. I thought that I might not because of the shipping cost. You know, sometimes those boxes, I mean, I've got some shades that are huge. Sometimes you need to, the box, the shipping charge is up because the size of the box, more so than the weight. But, and I had somebody ask me if where I get my boxes for sending lamps and lampshades. I actually save a lot of money. I don't buy boxes. I look on Facebook Marketplace for somebody that's trying to rid boxes. I also go to some of the retail or the local grocery stores, and they've always got boxes, and they actually know me there, you know, because I'm a frequent flyer sometimes. And then I got what's called a box resizing tool. And it's got a score thing on it, and you can resize boxes. So I reuse all of my boxes. I haven't bought a box for shipping in a long, long time. I will admit, I do buy good quality bubble wrap, and I also look at Facebook Marketplace for people who will give away or trying to get rid of shipping supplies, and I'm there. If it's free, it's for me. But boxes, I make my own, and you got to have the right tools, and with time you can get pretty good at it. Another lampshade. This one's pleated. It's a light, I'd say brown. I think that edge right there needs to be hot glued down, but in great condition. That appears to be a bit of a beige inside. And just a lovely oval lampshade with that fitter on the top. Yeah, the bubble wrap I find is most important. As a matter of fact, I buy my, I have a membership at Sam's Club, and really, I hate paying to go shopping, but just Sam's Club's price and the offering of their bubble wrap is my main reason for staying. It's I wrote it down because I use it. Sometimes when you use things, you get so used to looking at them, you forget the brand. Scotch brand. And that is my go-to for bubble wrap. You know, it's got 240 feet by 12 inches, quality bubbles. I have way long time ago certainly had my share of cheap bubble wrap, and you will learn quite quickly if you're wrapping for shipping of fragile items that you want good quality bubble wrap. Simple, like a light blue clip-on. This is one of those clip-on lampshades, and those are sometimes hard to find. So whether you like the color or would end up changing the color, it's a nice clip-on lampshade. Now let's see, I need to figure out if I showed you, where's my cheat sheet? Oh, you know, I keep things in order, and sometimes they just get, I want to make sure that I showed you 18 items. So let me just, oh, I think I have just one more to show you. And in my previous videos, I had made mention that I rarely buy things or pick things that are made in China. Just not into that, but you know, sometimes when you're going picking and you're finding free things and they're brandy new, like these pillows. It's got kind of a modern design on it in colors of mauve, I guess that's gray, blue. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna pass them up. Okay, still raining, but I think I'm done. I think I'm done, and I hopefully, if you were counting, and if I was counting correctly, I showed you 18 items. So keep in mind too that after I take this video and I've shown you these items, it does take me a few days to get these all either cleaned up and photographed and put into my eBay store. So if there's something in particular that I showed you that you are wanting me to put a rush on, I guess you could say, and get it up in my eBay store, let me know. And otherwise, be patient with me. And remember, every Tuesday, I'm in garage number 2. And I'll update the 360-degree walk around in the next couple of weeks. Because, you know, I do want things to look different. Or maybe bring some things out to the forefront that we're hiding in the back. And then on Fridays, I'm in garage number 1. So I hope you liked and press that thumbs up button. And if you aren't a subscriber yet, I hope you press that subscribe button, because I don't want you to miss an episode. So until we see each other again, have a great day. And you know what? It's still raining a little, but the sun's coming out. And it couldn't come out for when I was doing this, but it's out now. So enjoy. See you soon.